arrest me. I don't want us to have. I told you where the vehicle is.
The truck was actually coming from Ring Road. It missed a step. So as it was trying to gather itself,
what we are witnessing these days, it is something we can no longer understand.
They should stop telling us and promising us all those promises are fake, giving us this set of promises are fake. We don't want it anymore.
A very good evening and thank you for joining us. You are watching BeeTv Major News at 6, reaching you live from Benin City, the Edo State capital. My name is Harmony Agbafor and here are the news in details. Edo State Governor Senator Monday Okpebolo has pledged the state government full support to the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps in its efforts to curb vandalism and regulate scrap and scavenging activities across the state. Commandant Edo State Commandant Akintayo Saidi Ayinla at the Government House in Benin City, the state's capital. The report.
Governor Okpebolo during the visit extended his condolences to the NSCDC over the passing of the late Commandant Benga Agun Joseph, describing the news of his death as a shock. Addressing the issue of scavengers and scrap dealers, the governor condemned the growing incidents of theft and vandalism linked to their operations. It said the way they go about stealing irons, removing and destroying property belonging to people is not acceptable at all. Governor Okpebolo further announced plans to send a bill to the Edo State House of Assembly to regulate
an end to it. So we're going to send a document to the House so that when somebody is operating, he should know his boundary. And if you go beyond that, then he's fighting government. This will go through a bill to the House so that we can have a proper documentation. Thank you very much. I welcome you to Edo State. We want a synergy. That is why we now have a commissioner for security.
Establish a monitoring and control framework. He appealed to the government to adopt measures such as designating specific areas for scrap markets, regulating their hours of operation, mandating registration and licensing of scrap dealers, and restricting the handling of critical infrastructure materials.
I wish to draw your kind attention to the urgent need for government intervention in regulating indiscriminate scrap and scavenging activities across boards. It is an acknowledged fact that Nigeria is gradually positioning itself as a recycling hub within the West Africa and beyond. However, while the scrap and scavenging industry contributes positively to Your Excellency, this measure, if implemented, will help to sanitize the scrap and scavenging industry, curbing fertilization, and enhance the overall security architecture of Edo State.
Ayinla officially assumed office on October 17, 2025.
Alhaji Danjuma Garuba has directed northern bike riders and shop owners in Idokpa village to vacate the community before Sunday due to allegations of criminal activities. This decision follows complaints from the indigenous community about the alleged involvement of some northerners in criminal activities. BeeTv News' Asaregi Agwebo has details.
From now on Sunday, always pack their load and vacate.
The senior special advisor to Governor Okpebolo on Arewa matters, Alhaji Danjuma Garuba stated that the Idokpa community in and shop owners in criminal activities, which has made the community unbearable and unsafe for them, noting that in response to their outcry, he has directed the northern bike riders and shop owners to vacate the community.
The representative of the state government in this place, I told them that they should mention from now to vacate this area, as far as the community people did not need them. And the vigilante have always complained that there is some armed robbers attached with these people. I gave them from nothing on Sunday. They should pack their bike and their kiosk to leave this area.
The SSA to Governor Okpebholo warned them to ensure they leave the community before Sunday, as the indigenous and residents are demanding their departure to stop further criminal activities in the community and to avoid possible breakdown of law and order.
In Edokpa village now, I address the bike members and the outside that have different stores here. Now there's a little issue whereby I came with the Enyakato market chairman and addressed them. The community people and the vigilante, they did not need them in this area. They have their reason, and they told me their reason why they don't want them there. I myself understand and address them. Please, they should park their bike and leave this area for them. They should go and locate to another place.
Alhaji Danjuma Garuba reaffirmed Governor Okpebholo's commitment to ensuring the safety and well-being of the people of Edo State. Usarogie Agwebo, reporting for BeeTv News.
Recollecting the events on Sunday, it was a day of celebration on Sunday as your darling online news platform BeeTv News celebrated its second anniversary amidst achievements and applause from dignitaries and guests. BeeTv News Osaroge reports that dignitaries and guests that walks from all life attended the ceremony. Senator representing Edo North Senatorial District, Senator Adams Eric Oshiomhole, was honored with the BeeTv News Icon of the Year award. The reports.
The second anniversary of BeeTv News aired at the Victor Waifo Creative Hub brought together dignitaries and well-wishers to celebrate the platform's unwavering commitment to keeping its audience informed, inspired, and connected to stories that shape society. The event was graced by several dignitaries, including the Executive Governor of Edo State and distinguished guest of honor, Senator Monday Okpebholo, represented by the Deputy Governor and Special Guest of Honor, Right Honorable Dennis Idausa, former Governor of Edo State, and Senator representing Edo North Senatorial District, Senator Adams Eric Oshiomhole, the Speaker of the Edo State House of Assembly and Guest of Honor, Right Honorable Blessing Agbebaku, joined by the Deputy Speaker of the House, Right Honorable Atu Osanwoyi, the Majority Leader of the House, Honorable Jonathan Eyamau, and other members. Others include the Coordinator Office of the First Lady and Mother of the Day, Mrs. Edesile Okpebholo Anani, the Chief Host of the occasion and Executive Director, Corporate Services of the Niger Delta Power Service, and Executive Director, Corporate Services of the Niger Delta Power Holding Company Limited, Right Honorable Dr. Engineer Omoigi Ogbedeyama, Executive Chairman, Edo State Internal Revenue Service, and Chairman of the occasion, Honorable Barrister Oladele Bankole Balogun, Father of the Day and National Vice Chairman, SASAT of the People's Democratic Party, and Chairman, Governing Council of Abusalin University, Ekpoma, Chief Dan Ikilo Esquire, represented by Special Advisor to Governor Okpebholo on Media, Bugi Okwemo. Federal lawmakers at the event include member representing Oedo Federal Constituency at the House of Representatives, Honorable Engineer Esosa Iyawe, and member representing Obiomon and Wande Federal Constituency, Honorable Chief Billy Osawaro. Also in attendance were the Commissioner for Health, Dr. Siri Oshiomhole, Commissioner for Works, Dr. Felix Akaboy, Commissioner for Humanitarian and Poverty Alleviation, Chief Barrister Bisi Idaomi, Local Government Chairman of Oedo, Igbobaoka, and Wande, Engineer Gabriel Iduseri, Honorable Eric Sino. Goodwill messages from the distinguished guest of honor, Governor of Edo State, Senator Monday Okpebholo, represented by his Deputy Right Honorable Dennis Idausa. The Governor commended the Managing Director of BeeTv News, Ms. Bess Orator, for her doggedness and investigative journalism. He said the state government will continue to support the brand.
And thank God for the Akpako rescue of our generation. He has come to redeem the Edo people. And my sister, Bestimbere, you made me to believe what they call investigative journalism. You have used the gifts and the potential that God gave to you to bring justice, peace, and facts to every event. But we'll continue to pray for you, continue to strengthen you. You have the likes of distinguished Senator Adams Aliu Oshomole with you. The governor of Edo State is with you. The ladies' man is standing behind you. So you are very, very safe. So I want to thank all of you. And distinguished Senator Monday Okpewolo sends his greetings. He has asked me to congratulate you.
Earlier, the chairman of the occasion and executive chairman of Edo State Internal Revenue Service, Honorable Barrister Olandele Bakole Balogun, the coordinator office of the First Lady, Mrs. Edesili Ukpebolo Anani, gave a goodwill message. She hailed Ms. Best Orator for raising the bar of media practice.
The most distinguished Senator Adams Oshomole is sitting down, former governor, former chairman of our party. And then you ask me, a small boy from Igara, to come and become chairman. This is the greatest appointment I've ever had in my life. So, Your Excellency, thank you very much for gracing this occasion. We wish you all the very best. Enjoy the day. And thank you for supporting her and continue to support the best of Edo. And also thank you for letting us know.
A pictorial framed of Senator Adams Eric Oshomole inaugurating BeeTv News on August 27, 2023 was also presented to him by the MD CEO of BeeTv News, Ms. Best Orator.
The first picture here shows when His Excellency was arriving the venue where we launched the foundation. And here I was so excited. You can see the smile. I was waiting for the smile. And then the next one I was saying, come in, Your Excellency, here is your seat. I was taking him there. And then you see my senior brother, who was the host at that event, right? Honorable Dr. Morgan Kweliama. Excellency, the chairman of this occasion, the father of the day, the governor of Edo State, will be represented here, and distinguished audience. Permit me to present this beautiful collection to our icon of the year, distinguished Senator Comrade Adams Eric Oshomole.
In the same vein, a pictorial history highlighting the journey of the governor of Edo State, Senator Monday Okpewolo, from his days as a senator to his emergence as governor was presented on behalf of...
On behalf of the management of BeeTv, it is my rare honor and privilege to present this pictorial which captured history.
The Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of BeeTv News, Mrs. Best Orator, has launched the BeeTv News Foundation, an initiative aimed at giving hope and opportunities to underprivileged children across Edo State and Nigeria. BeeTv News Osarogiagwebo reports that the foundation, which was unveiled during BeeTv News' second anniversary celebration held at the Victor Waifo Creative Hub, was born out of the MD CEO, BeeTv News, Ms. Best Orator's personal experiences and her passion to change lives. The report is presented by Zainab Mohammed.
My rare honor and privilege to formally unveil the BeeTv Foundation to the glory of God.
That was the historic unveiling of the BeeTv News Foundation by the former governor of Edo State, Senator Adams Oshomole, joined by the Deputy Governor of Edo State, Right Honorable Dennis Idahosa, the Coordinator Office of the First Lady of Edo State, Edesili Anani Okpebolo, and important dignitaries. The Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of BeeTv News, Mrs. Best Orator, said the foundation is an initiative aimed at giving hope and opportunities to underprivileged children across Edo State and Nigeria. She shared an emotional story about her childhood, a story that mirrors the struggles of many Nigerian children today. And she recalled walking long distances to school without food, every child a chance to succeed.
Tonight, I ask you from the depth of my heart, let us come together and write a different story for our children. Let us invest in their education, in their well-being, and in their tomorrow. A shoe may look like just leather, but to a child who has walked barefoot cares. It is dignity. A meal may look like just food, but to a hungry
following best for over the years. She's somebody that has carried a need for himself. She has demonstrated capacity, intelligence, and unbiased reportage. Just now, she's 2 years on this business of an independent media operator. It sounds like yesterday, but she has done very well. She has moved from one stage to the other, and the trajectory has been a beautiful one on a prosperous movement.
The BeeTv Foundation will focus on investing in children's education, their well-being, and their future. Zainab Mohammed reporting for BeeTv News.
The Edo State House of Assembly has constituted 14-man ad hoc committee to carry out a thorough investigation into the Radisson Blu Hotel and Museum for West Africa Arts, MOA. BeeTv News State House correspondent Osarogi Agwebo reports that the committee's establishment follows a request by Governor Opewolo to probe the project initiated by former Governor Godwin Obaseki. The report.
During Tuesday plenary session, Speaker of the Edo State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Blessing Agbebako, announced a 7-man ad hoc committee to investigate the Radisson Blu Hotel project. The committee members are the majority leader and member representing Esan West constituency, Honorable Jonathan Eyamau as chairman, member representing Esan Northeast constituency 1, Honorable Ade Isibo, member representing Obia Southwest, Honorable Sunday Agedo, member representing Wande constituency, Honorable Donald Okogbe, member representing Onwa East, Honorable Eric Okaka, and member representing Esa Southeast.
Is the Radisson Blu Hotel and the MOA Museum. For us to do a thorough job, I would say we'll announce the names of members that will form the ad hoc committee that will investigate those projects. The chairman of the committee is Honorable Ades. Please, investigations to start immediately and report back to the House as soon as possible.
In another development, a bill for a law to establish the Edo State Agricultural Development Authority 2025 skate through its first reading from the Edo State House of Assembly.
Pupils and teachers of Arosa Azagba Primary School in Hunde local government area of Edo State trooped out in large numbers to welcome the federal lawmaker on arrival at the school. Addressing the pupils at the assembly ground, Honorable Chief Dr. Billy Osawa explained that his back-to-school outreach was designed to show love and support to the younger generation and strengthen their passion for learning.
We will call from primary 6. From primary 6. So as you receive your bag, you just say thank you and you go back to be nice. Going back to school, there's a lot of expectations and a lot of expenses on the part of the parents. So this is just my own little way, of giving back, to the community. Of course, I promised anything that had to do with things for them. Of course, we still want to help the parents, alleviate, the challenges out there for our parents. So I decided, this year, to flag off here at this school here in Azagba, in my federal constituency, back to school bags for our kids.
Appreciated the kind gesture of Chief Dr. Billy Osawa, saying that many pupils had been without basic learning materials. He described the donation as timely and impactful, noting that it would greatly enhance the pupils' learning experience.
The visit was so nice.
support, the palace chiefs and elders offered prayers for her success and said it's time to give a woman a chance. They also appealed to all well-meaning sons and daughters of South Uneme to rally behind their daughter, whom they describe as grassroots-oriented and deeply connected to the people. Among the chiefs who offered prayers were Chief Inugiwa Amdiaki of South Uneme, Chief Esewore Ayegbeni, the Ahewazi of South Uneme, along with several other respected chiefs and elders. In a remark, Honorable Dame Vera Sado expressed deep appreciation for the warm reception and the overwhelming support from the traditional leaders. She promised to lead by...
I want to talk about agriculture. Also, no money. I have hit 10 naira 9 or we more than my body more quality quick I said on education. Yeah, follow if more come equals mama go try and mammy a use school because some more have used school. In your all I came aboard, you don't suffer. Yes. Then the youth, make sure that a boy used to because if one was I will not know what I care on MA or bonnet to the oh, your market sports, sport to hear everything. They might know, yeah, they might feel.
To drive and often led to loss of balance or vehicle damage. Speaking with BeeTv News, President says the route is now a nightmare for rainfalls as most sections become flooded and impassable.
Like roads are not good for daily activities, especially on the highway.
Causing a lot of damages like accidents and a lot of things.
While appreciating the Edo State government for the ongoing reputation of other parts of Benin City, residents appealed that urgent attention be given to the Oselu-Lagos Express Road, which they
and state, they are trying, but we want more from them. We want more from our government, both federal and state.
Residents maintain that the repair of the Oselu-Lagos Express Road will not only ease the stress of movement but also reduce traffic congestion and accidents, making
with the well-meaning citizens in celebrating a king whose leadership continues to inspire hope, dignity, and pride. The leadership of the Allied People's Movement, Edo State chapter, has dissociated the party from any election petitions or political actions purportedly filed against Honorable Barrister Omosede Igbinedion and Senator Joseph Ikpiya before the Edo State Election Petition Tribunal. A statement signed by the party's chairman noted that certain individuals impersonating members of the APM have been falsely associating their party with some petitions and related political activities, and stated categorically and univocally with any individual, group or political party in relation to the actions. The Allied People's Movement is currently conducting a thorough investigation to uncover those responsible for the impersonation and unauthorized use of the party's name, and once identified, the culprits will be prosecuted in accordance with law. Furthermore, the national leadership of the Allied People's Movement have taken keen interest in the matter and is working closely with the Edo State chapter to ensure that those behind the act of impersonation are exposed and brought to justice. They urge the general public, media organizations, and relevant authorities Lagos State Center for Legal Support and Image Rehabilitation, in partnership with the Harvest African Empowerment Foundation, has successfully held the official handover ceremony of 100 school desks and chairs produced by the Medium Security Custodian Center. This furniture is expected to benefit children in the undeserved Makokos community, marking a significant milestone in the CEL-SIR's.
Together representatives of the Nigerian Correctional Service, partners, and the CEL-SIR team. The event highlighted the creativity, discipline, and commitment of incarcerated individuals who have undergone vocational training in carpentry as part of their rehabilitation and re-entry process.
This is like a marketplace, an untapped resources just here. So if we can tap into this place as well, I'm very sure that the market income and everything.
For you to know what success is, they feel successful, they've done something good, and the expression on their face, they look different from every other person. If we were to be in their position also, we will feel important and we will feel like we've succeeded in something. So they've done a very good job.
Officials from the Lagos State Command of the Nigerian Correctional Service commended this project, describing it as a laudable example of the potential that lies within the facilities.
The mission is to fight hunger and improve education for underserved communities in Africa. So with that in line, this project is a testament to their educational abilities that have been improved over time.
The handover event reinforces the message that correctional centers can be
to create real opportunities for Nigerian youth and promote inclusive economic growth.
The NGFP is a flagship project both for the government of Nigeria and the EU, and it is under our Global Gateway Strategy, which aims to connect the world through sustainable, high-quality investments. We are committed to fostering prosperity not only through grants, but also through investment.
And over the past few years that we have been implementing this, we have seen tremendous achievements just beyond placement. We have seen transformation in the lives of young people who have become breadwinners for their families.
Now moving on to business news. The Central Bank of Nigeria has released a draft guideline aimed at strengthening customer protection during automated teller machine transactions. The guideline proposes a maximum refund period of 24 hours for on-us transactions, those processed within the same bank, and 48 hours for not on-us transactions involving other banks. Let's join BeeTv News Temitope Oluwafemi for more on this and more from the business world.
The document outlines stricter protocols for transaction, processing, reconciliation, and refund timelines, mandating faster and more transparent fund reversal procedures for failed ATM transactions. The CBN also proposes the enforcement of robust security features across ATMs nationwide, including camera surveillance, anti-skimming devices, and physical security measures. Additionally, the draft guideline seeks to improve service availability by limiting downtime, ensuring proper maintenance, and requiring accessibility compliance. The Bank Customers Association of Nigeria, BCAN, has endorsed the proposal, aligning with the CBN's objective to strengthen consumers' rights and streamline compliance resolution in the banking system. CORE leads digital transition of microfinance banks at NAB's 20th anniversary. CORE, a leading fintech infrastructure provider, has been announced opens APIs and integration services to support microfinance banks in transitioning from manual operations to scalable digital-first models. These efforts align with the broader goal of deepening financial inclusion and operational resilience in the microfinance space. The NAM at 20 celebration serves as a platform for knowledge exchange, strategic planning, and showcasing innovation aimed at shaping the next phase of inclusive finance in Nigeria. CORE is also offering free consultation and digital readiness assessments for institutions during the event. Nigeria imports 377.5 million liters of petrol despite local refinery surge. Nigeria consumes 613.62 million liters of premium motor spirits (PMS) between October 2024 and October 10, 2025, according to data from the Nigeria Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority (NMDPRA). Of this volume, 377.54 million liters, representing 63%, were imported, while 236.8 million liters, representing 37%,
String support on Tuesday for an immediate ceasefire in Russia against Ukraine along current front lines, urging the launch of peace talks in the efforts to revive momentum towards ending the prolonged conflict. The joint statement comes shortly after U.S. President Donald Trump announced plans to meet Russian President Vladimir Putin in Hungary in coming weeks to discuss the war. Now in its fourth year, Trump has urged both sides to agree to a ceasefire and intimate negotiation, while recently expressing skepticism about Ukraine's chance of defeating Russia. Ukraine President Vladimir Zelensky has endorsed the proposal to freeze the conflict along existing battle lines. I was a signatory to Tuesday's statement. Other leaders backing the initiative include German Chancellor Friedrich Merz, French President Emmanuel Macron, UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer, Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, and European Commission.
Daniels to leave the union if violence was indeed present. The polls triggered a wave of reactions online, with critics accusing Jegede of interfering in a private matter. Others questioned her motivation, suggesting it was an attempt to insert herself into trending discussions for attention. In response, Jegede reaffirmed her stance, dismissing the criticism and standing by her public statements. As of the time of this report, neither Regina Daniels nor Ned Nwoko has issued an official statement regarding the alleged domestic issues. There is no independent confirmation of the abuse claims circulating on social media. In another development, British YouTuber and BMX athlete Ryan Taylor has shared details about his former relationship with